Good morning. Welcome to Waste Out Wednesday. We go live every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Mountain Time to take junk, things we get for free, leftover scraps from projects, and we turn them into home decor that we sell at JamieRayVintage.com and in a retail store in Lehi, Utah. Tell them what we're doing today, though.
So I had a ton of like little small ends left over from building the closet out. If you haven't seen that video, it's on the Jamie and Zeb channel. Just hanging out over there waiting for you to watch it. But lots and lots of 3/4 inch plywood. This is like $68 a sheet for a 4x8 sheet. And it's nice sanded. I don't know if it's quite cabinet grade, but I use it like it is and then trim it out. But don't want to let it go to waste. We have lots of little scrap ends. So we've got just some flat boards, and every time we get like a cutting board or any kind of tray with feet, they're very popular. So we just have these knobs. We're going to get these attached on here and make a little tray. Obviously, this will be flipped over. In just a minute, you'll see how we do that.
I am painting the back of this with white linen in cottage color, just to give a little bit of brightness to the paper that we're going to decoupage on it. And Zeb, you want to show them the papers from this month's paper subscription? So if you didn't know, go ahead.
I was just going to say, last night while you were sleeping, well, most of you were probably asleep, the subscription rolled over to the new papers. The people that are subscribed already, their 4 papers will be on the way shortly.
Now, they don't ship until you're billed. So whenever you signed up, so like if you sign up right now, then you're always going to get them the first part of the subscription. If you sign up, if you wait till the end, then that's when they always go, because it just bills every 30 days.
Yeah, so you'll get them. These will run until September 12th, and then they'll switch over on the 13th. Yeah. So this is one of them, and they kind of, we kind of have like an end of summer theme going, but also just something that Jamie's been wanting to do for a little while. And there is one fall paper for the barn. We got a barn and a truck and pumpkins and fall fields all in one print. So that's the barn offering for this month. And then we've got like an all over floral that is kind of leaning spring, but also it has fall colors in it.
Well, the florals, to me, it's funny that people do a lot of florals at the beginning of spring because your flowers really aren't showing off yet. But like now in our garden, all the seed flowers that we planted, all the zinnias, the sunflowers, the cosmos, they're all just huge and gorgeous. So to me, this is really flower season is August.
Yep.
At least for my cut flower garden. I was actually thinking this morning, I really need to make sure I take my container over there so I can have cut flowers all the time. Because the whole reason I grow cut flowers is so that way I can have them in my house.
There's plenty to cut.
Yeah.
And they're at that point where it is going to start cooling off in the evening. They'll probably grow and be blooming through mid to late September. But after that, the plants are going to start feeling the cool at night.
All right. I finished using the white, so I passed it on over to you.
Okay.
We're going to do, as soon as I get this on, then I'm planning on decoupaging and then painting the edges and kind of bringing the paint over around the edge of the paper. I don't know if that's a
the reason we're going,
bad idea.
I think that's a good idea. I think that'll look good. The reason we're doing white is because when you do white underneath your decoupage, it really makes it pop. It makes it really bright. You can do other colors. I'm going to probably do one with some vintage mint. We've got that. I think I might do.
I was going to do barn quilt. I was going to do barn quilt on the fall one, just because I thought it matched the red of the truck. And then, yeah, vintage mint with that one. And I'm going to be using garden sage and honey. We finally got another can of honey. We've been out for a while, just at the house, not at the shop. But
we've been out.
Also, check out the website. How can I change my date to the beginning from the end? You will have to cancel your subscription and then re-sign up. Oh, Caitlin says you can just email her. Email info@JamieRayVintage.com.
Caitlin can change your billing date if you need to change that. I guess
she can. Look at Caitlin doing all the things.
So don't unsubscribe. Just email Caitlin at the email Jamie just gave you.
I was going to, we recounted our transfers because we always have a buffer on transfers. So that way, if something gets lost or whatever, we have extras. So some that we have sold out of, we actually have a few back in stock. So check out the transfers if there's one. I know we restocked. We had a few more of Menagerie. We actually had a seed catalog, just one, if it's still there. So check that out. It's getting slim pickings till they restock.
We've been told it's coming soon, but I can't guarantee
we still have
anything.
plenty of transfers to offer.
Oh yeah, we got lots of transfers. When we stop using transfers altogether, that's how you know we're running low on all the things. But we got lots.
Yeah, if you're getting notifications with YouTube, Lori, we have no control over that. They're so weird. But if you sign up for our text messaging, then you'll get a text message every time we're live, and that's more consistent. So check that out. Plus, you get a 10% off code when you signed up for text messaging.
Yep.
All right, I think. Did you know if you stock only if you can stock?
I think they require.
They require you to carry everything if you're going to sell
line.
online.
Yep.
If you're going to sell in your store, I think the requirements are different.
I'm not sure what those requirements are because we've always sold online, so we just worry about.
We've always sold every single product, so it's not. I don't know.
So if we don't have it, it's because IOD is out and it was popular and it sold out because we carry every item product that they have available.
All right, I think those are dry. Perfect. Okay. I'm doing, these two are yours.
Okay.
Did you show them our little feet?
I did. I showed them how we're going to attach them here. Before you go painting, let's get them decoupage so we can get that drying.
Yeah, and then I'm going to do feet, paint them.
You want to paint them before
we put them on? It'd be so much easier before you put them on.
Okay.
And I'm not really, I mean, we can paint the bottom, but I'm just going to paint the sides because that's going to be sitting on that.
Yeah.
And you don't need, I'm just going to make sure it's painted where you're going to see it.
All right. I do have to.
Knob down.
I'm going to show you guys how we're going to attach them. I've got just 1 1/4 inch drywall screws. I pretty much only use drywall screws. You could use wood screws if you want for various different things. But I've never had a problem with these screws. So did you need this open?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How much is in there? Do we need to add more?
Almost none.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're going to be using this as our
Use
container.
the rest of this.
We're getting low on a couple
Waste not, want not.
sealers. Yep. Waste not Wednesday. We try to use up all the stuff. There's not much in that either. So this is the matte final finishes. We do prefer to use the liquid patina for decoupage, but we're going to show you because a lot of people have other sealers and things how to use the final finishes.
Vicky, you probably can. I would just email IOD and ask them. I really don't know. I should know, but it's not my company, so I don't keep track of their guidelines. I just make sure I'm following the rules that I need to follow, but I don't know what the rules are.
All right, that's a lot in there.
All right, and then I need a brush because I was up, I forgot to grab a brush. Go figure. All right, fun fact: these ultra filtered milkshakes, I get them at Sam's Club. This is not a brand deal. I actually don't think they taste that good. I just didn't have time to make my regular collagen shake. If you shake them, they will explode. How do I know? Because it happened to me yesterday, and I felt like it was a long line of just Jamie being messy. Like, I got stuff. I got a bean burrito on me. I got some hot pink on me that I didn't even know. I had milkshake on me, and then there was like something. How did you get
hot pink? What were you doing anything with hot pink?
I don't know. I'm like, it looked like, you know how like when you give kids medicine and it's like bright pink, but I don't have any kids that take liquid medicine, so I really don't know where it came from.
I can't find my big lineman pliers. They are in the camper. So we're going to use these just regular. They're same as the lineman pliers shape, but I might have to use 2 hands and pop this, but I'm just going to cut the head off of this screw and then we'll run it down. Actually, I might run it down in first and then cut the head off. That way half of it's already screwed in. And then we'll be able to screw these in to the wood. So I'm going to cut these off. I got to go get some a screwdriver.
All I will sand the edges and then put another coat of sealer on, and then I will paint the edges with whatever color it is that I'm going to use.
They do make little tiny dowel screws is the actual proper name. The only ones I have, I use for building larger things, and they're like 1/4 inch. But you can find smaller screws to do what I'm doing. All right, so I got that screwed in there now, and we're just going to pop the head of this off.
Make sure you saturate your paper nice and good.
Maybe. I might not be able to get it with these pliers. My other pliers are in the camper. I might have to get the little grinder out so that I can show you guys how to do this.
Do not overwork your paper though. It does have fiber, so if you overwork it, you're going to peel it up.
These are hardened. The screws are. They're not as pliable as nails, so those pliers don't have enough juice. I'm going to go get bigger pliers.
You're going to screw them in?
Well, that way you can hold it while you're painting.
I was just going to glue them on.
Oh, no, we need to screw them.
Okay. Do you know if the top coat is water? I don't know what water RE is, Jolene. I think the questioning it finished. The top coat is water-based, if that's what you're asking. None of our paints, would I say, or none of our sealers are waterproof. They're water resistant. If you want waterproof, you'll need like marine varnish, which is going to make everything turn yellow, and it's toxic and all that jazz. But it is waterproof. That's the only thing I know that's truly waterproof. I love this all over. I'm excited. We had an all over with stripes not too long ago that was like pink, and it was super cute, but I wanted a peach floral to add to my repertoire. I think next year we will go through all the favorites of the subscriptions and either recreate the favorites or re-release them in a different way. Because some of these have been super popular, and I want to be able to use them more than just the month, you know, that they came out in.
Okay. This was the best option short of, I do have the grinder, but I don't really want to show you guys that in the kitchen. A lot of people don't know,
not to.
Most vice grips have a cutter on the back. And that shot that over there, but it worked really good.
Okay. Do you need a decoupage yours for you?
If you want, they're not dry yet. So these knobs, do we even know what these came off from? We have.
They were probably thrifted. We
have a big knob bin over at the shop. That's just like, and what are we selling them for? Like $1.95 a knob. There's random like antique knobs, vintage knobs, wood knobs.
The best deal for these papers is always going to be through the subscription, because they normally run $3.95 a sheet, right? $3.95 a sheet.
Yes.
So that would be $16, and then shipping is $6.95. So it's a better deal when you get the printables.
Remind me, I gotta like get the magnet out and find all the heads for these. Not necessarily something you should do in your kitchen, but I'm just going to do them right here with you.
Channel membership has printables. These are not, sorry, did I say printables? I meant subscriptions.
Yeah, this is different.
Printables are, you print yourself and you're a part of a channel membership, and those
you get the digital licensing to print 100 copies off.
That's different than the subscription. We print them and we send them to you. And channel membership you can do on YouTube. You can hit join and it charges you every month. And then there's a little tab that you'll get if you're a channel member on the top of our page. And that's where you go to find the printable links as well as the live videos. Our next channel membership live video will be next Tuesday, in case you missed the post about it. So.
Yeah, we missed one while Jamie was, we had to get ready and really hustle to get Jamie out of town in time to catch that funeral.
It was when I was driving back.
Oh, driving back.
I was driving back from the funeral. And
I knew it had something to do with the funeral.
We used to take one channel membership off a quarter. Like we do 2 a month, and then once a quarter, we only do 1 in that month. But we haven't done that in a long time. So I didn't feel super guilty about it since we had a family funeral, and we just needed to get caught back up. This week was super crazy. It's back to school. My kids are all, well, my kids that are under the age of 18 are all back in school. I now have 2 children 20 and over.
We've got
how do I have 2 kids that are full-fledged adults, no longer teenagers? I have no idea, but it happened.
so we've got 2 in high school, essentially, a junior, a
Well,
freshman.
Redrick is still in junior high.
Up here, the freshmen, so they do 7th, 8th, and 9th grade to keep the school sizes manageable. And then they do sophomore, junior, senior at the high school. But the freshmen, the 9th graders that are still in junior high, can do high school sports. So Redrick's been doing sports at the high school all summer with football, and he'll have what they call a wrestling class. It basically replaces your PE, and you do wrestling all year.
Pass me your papers.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Seb has not taken off the printables in a while on channel membership, so you can.
Someone was asking and asking and asking. So like if you can find the link and go back,
yeah,
it'll be there.
We're not resharing the links, but some of them have not been removed. So if you haven't been on the tab, check it out and see which ones you can pull up and save.
Are we short one knob?
But eventually we will go up and get organized. So I don't want to say how many there are because people watch this video all different times. But
yeah,
you at least get 45 days. Sometimes it's a bonus.
There will be at least 2 up there that you could get at any given time, 2 months worth. We leave them up a little longer past the month in case people forget or they join late at the end of the month. All right, you know what? I'm just going to go grind these. Did I lose one of your knobs or are we? Oh, we're not short a knob. Okay, good. Okay.
If you join on Facebook, I think Facebook it's called subscribers. It's weird. But anyways, it's just on the JRV subscriber group that you automatically get.
It's very confusing. YouTube, you subscribe to the channel. Facebook, you follow the page.
And then the paid group on Facebook is called subscribing, and then you join on YouTube. Anyways,
you listen, we're just here to try to like really make you do some brain yoga in the morning.
Our best. We're doing our best here.
All right, I'm gonna go cut these really fast, guys.
Yes, Pamela, you do have to. You would have to join to see how many papers there are. I really have no idea how long it's been since we've taken them down. But
also,
for the price that we're charging per month.
I mean, if you're just trying to like get in and get a bunch of papers, I mean, you're always going to basically have at least 2 available at any point, 2 months worth available.
Yep.
So.
And we'll probably get in the next week or so once things calm down and delete some of the old ones.
All right.
Did you post this month's printables? No, Karen, you didn't post as much printables.
No, I haven't done it yet.
Okay, they are done. They just have not been posted.
I'll be right back. I got to go grinder. So you're on your
own. Well, hold on. Take this out then. Okay. Because he's got to dry. This takes the longest, and it works better.
Too long to snip them, but now you guys know you can just snip them.
Okay, yeah, I'm using liquid patina. I'm actually using liquid patina mixed with Final Finishes top coat only because we're out of liquid patina at home and I didn't grab any while I was there. Sometimes you gotta make do. What? Yeah. I need to open up this can.
If you want, you can start painting those knobs. I'll be right back.
Okay. DIY pumpkin pedestals. Oh, that'd be cute to cut out little pumpkin shapes. Our fall display is coming around in the shop. I did not do it. The girls are getting it set up. I have not had time. It is that time of year when I literally rely so heavily on my amazing employees and they are resetting everything. I did order some Halloween and fall things that I need to make sure. And usually what happens is they'll set up the fall display and then I'll go in and mess around with it and kind of tweak it, but they get it like mostly put in. When do you dry in the sun versus the heat gun? I use the heat gun when I'm in a hurry. I use the sun any other time. Or in the winter time, we use the heat gun. It's not really like because one's better than the other. I just think that decoupage dries better in the sun. Although we will probably have to heat gun these because it takes quite a while that paper gets saturated and it's not as hot as it was. Like we've been cooling off in the mornings. Let's see. Can you have a fall tour of the shop? Yeah, we could probably do that. Tomorrow's video is going to be a throwback. It's our 10-year anniversary from creating YouTube videos. And so I think we're going to try to do some lamps in honor of our very first video, which was spray painting lamps in my kitchen 10 years ago. And yeah, I don't know. We'll see what else we add on to that. There's like much debate about when you decorate for fall. I personally don't start putting fall into my home until September, because I do September and October is fall Halloween, and then I decorate for Christmas November 1st at home. And everybody always has opinions like it's not Christmas yet, but then that's just how I like to do it, so that's what I do, and I don't really care. And the day after Christmas, typically, unless I'm waiting for family to come that's coming later. Did you see how long I stirred that, by the way? That you really got to stir your cottage color. Otherwise, it will not go on very well. But what was I saying? Oh, yeah. Unless I have family coming, I always take it down the day after Christmas, because it's always, I feel like Christmas is messy. And I like to start the new year fresh. And people say, what about Three Kings Day and all that kind of stuff? Until I started doing social media, never even heard of Three Kings Day. I think it's more of a European thing. I have no idea. And we celebrate, like a lot of people don't start doing Christmas stuff until like 2 weeks before Christmas. Our family does starting December 1st. We do Advent, and that goes for all the way till Christmas. So it's a little different. I'm just reading comments here. But yeah, if you go on social media, you see like the big debate on when you should start decorating for fall. I feel like I'm more of a rebel when waiting for fall, because I just love summer so much that I don't want to bring on fall weather. I'm always cold. I think people that get hot a lot look forward to fall because they're sweating all summer. I mean, I'm not saying I don't sweat, but I'm always cold. Do you prefer cottage color or just a straight? Depends on what I'm doing. When I'm doing little thrift flips, I'm definitely a cottage color girl because it's a built-in sealer. Like one less step, totally easy peasy. And if I'm doing like a blended paint finish, or I really want to do something textured or whatever, I use the clay-based paint. And I love milk paint. We don't typically use it a lot on live videos because I don't really love to heat gun it unless I want it to chip, which we did that a few weeks ago and showed you guys how to do that. But I don't like to heat gun it on a lot of things because sometimes it'll chip too much. But those corbels we did turned out really, really cute. And we used milk paint and heat gun those. So also milk paint color of the month is mercantile, and it's kind of like a grayish white, I guess you could say. So you need cottage color to come out with 10 different colors at a time. Cottage colors, DIY paint is not, it takes a little bit longer to do everything because they are, not that milk paint is not perfectionist, but they are perfectionist. And you also have a warehouse, and then you have Debbie. So you have multiple people involved, whereas milk paint, Sasha is the maker, the owner, the manufacturer, all the things. So we come out with colors a little bit faster. We actually need to go, probably before we go to England, go do some mixology with Sasha and get some new milk paint colors mixed up. Kathy says, you're speaking my language. I agree with seasonal changes in decor make summer last. I will be spending some time out by the pool for the next month, getting as much vitamin D as possible. Yes, I am a shop owner and a crafter, so holidays are different. Like I've been doing Christmas ordering and designing and all that kind of stuff for months.
Sorry, that took longer than I thought.
That's okay. I'm just in here yapping it up. Oh, also guys, Friday we're having an extra video come out. I can't remember what time. Okay, so I think it's 11 o'clock our time. I'll double check. We'll have a special video coming out this Friday for a new product that's being launched. And it's going to be a collaboration. So make sure you guys check that out. We don't normally put up a video on Friday. So today we've got to get tomorrow's video finished. So that way tomorrow we can do Friday's video and get that finished.
All the things right now. Fall.
And I probably should photograph the thrift haul that's been sitting on my table since Monday.
It's okay. I think it only bothers you. So everyone else has been.
We just eat at the bar.
Yeah, they've been eating at the bar. It's warm enough. They've been eating outside.
Well, I like to have a nice, tidy house. It does.
I know.
It is irritating when the house is not tidy.
But yeah, it's not crazy. It's just all the fun thrift haul stuff over on the table.
When you have ADHD, at least me, I'm a lot calmer and relaxed when stuff is picked up. So I am going to get this stuff photographed today. It'll take me like half an hour.
Oh, I got that barbecue thing. Do I got to go grill stuff, or am I just dropping off the
You might want to
chef?
stay. We need to go about 7:30 tonight. It's team dinner for Redrick's team.
Yep, there.
It's football team dinner. And then we have a piece of furniture being delivered. The dogs chewed up my chair in the living room. So I have a new piece of furniture coming. I've been waiting for months for it.
She's got a fun patch on the side of it, and then she just threw a blanket over the patch. Can't even really tell.
It's special.
I'm going to go check on those papers.
The chair that I ordered, we actually can wholesale, but nobody ever orders our couches because it's like I get them wholesale, but by the time you pay retail, they're kind of spendy with shipping, and you have to wait months for them to come in. So nobody ever does. But I'm patient because I don't like a lot of off-the-shelf type furniture. And so I like to get specific things in the house. We do have just a big leather sectional in the family room, and it's actually not my favorite, but it is functional.
All right, this one is the driest.
How's my mom doing these days? She's good. She's 86. She's living her best life. Is that ready to sand?
Yeah, you want me to sand it?
No, you can paint your.
Oh, I get to paint my feet.
My project.
What colors am I going? I'm going the vintage mint on mine and the barn quilt. Yeah.
Always the first coat, if you go over any kind of sealer paint, it always looks a little slimy. But it'll dry. And then the next coat will be fine. I got to wipe my paint off. Can you pass me the sandpaper? Where did it go? I thought we had 2 sheets.
We got this sheet. This is 80 grit. So just don't distress with that. That'll get you.
I'm not stressing. I'm just cutting the paper.
Oh, okay. So I did find the church keys. Oh, I want to shake this real good first. I have like 9 of them in the garage. But,
I think my mom's ready.
Scissors are right here in my hand, so that's how I'm going to open this can. I know it drives some people crazy.
I have this.
Oh, the kitchen screwdriver.
I think my mom is ready for the kids to go back to school too. Especially the 2 little boys have been fighting like nonstop. Everybody's over it. I shouldn't say little boys because they're 11 and 14, but the youngest.
The 2 youngest in the family have decided, well, we got one right in the middle of puberty and one about to start. So, they're let's just say they're trying to establish the pecking order.
Yesterday there was a discussion on who was stealing whose deodorant. I'm like, everybody can have their own stick. Just tell me. I order everything. Everything gets delivered to this house, like that kind of stuff. Unless it's an emergency, I pretty much have all that kind of stuff delivered because running your own business means that you do not have time to buy groceries and deodorant and stuff. But luckily with delivery services these days, like my Sam's Club is being delivered today. Last night, I realized I hadn't bought any back to school supplies. Now, mind you, we have extra from last year because I'm the kind of person who there's like a full retail store in my basement. Food, back to school supplies, decor, things like that. So we did have some from last year's back to school, but not as much. And so last night I ordered a bunch of stuff and literally this morning a box showed up and I had paper and notebooks and highlighters and pencils. I am waiting. I think Friday or Monday is when all the extra folders come. But the kids just started today. They don't have to have all
They'll
this.
be all right if they don't get it till Monday. They're not even going to technically get their back to school list from their teachers officially until today. I mean, I know a lot of them post it online and send emails, but
Jack only had to bring a water bottle in his backpack, so I'll probably just give his teacher money since she didn't really ask for anything. And then the big kids, you really don't know until they go to all their classes, which takes 2 whole days, unless they go to back to school night, which it's just not cool to go to the back to school night. So nobody does that.
yeah, because they split the days up at the high school here and the junior highs into A days and B days. And so A days, they go to half their classes, and B days, they go to half their classes. And so they just kind of rotate through. And I can never keep track of what day it actually is because it changes week to week because of the 5 days. It's not an even amount of days in the school week. So I just rely on, I tell them, I'm like, you guys take care of your own business. You're in charge of passing all your classes.
I do not helicopter mom my kids at all.
If you make me come down on you to get your grades passed, it usually doesn't bode well because I don't want to babysit you. You're old enough.
As you told the kids last night, you already graduated.
Yeah, I already graduated school. Unless they need help with, I'm happy to help them if they need help with like math, English, depending on what science. Some science,
This year, I'm excited. My kids are sad, but I'm excited. They changed the digital media policy and they cannot have their phones on in class.
Yep.
I'm like,
got to completely have them off, put away in their backpack. If not, they will be confiscated and then returned at the end of class, which I am totally good with because, man, kids can't put those things down. If they have access to them, they're just on them.
Yeah. I mean, so are adults.
Yep.
So are even older adults. There is an interesting number of people, especially older adults, that I see browsing their phone at church. Occasionally, I will send a text message if something pops into my brain. If I don't know why it is, but I'll be thinking about people. I feel like certain people get popped into my head.
Oh, I needed to do.
Yeah,
I messed up. I'm painting them all.
Vintage mint. And so I'll send a text if I need to tell somebody hi or I'm thinking about them or whatever, because that just happens. But I definitely am not a phone browser. I have been known to look over at a kid and be like, man, you need a new church suit, and just order it right then and there on because I don't want to forget because my brain is a little fluffy, but I really tried to stay off my phone, at least at church. It's hard because I use my phone a lot for work, which obviously not a church problem, but like when I'm at home, I'll pull up my phone to do something for work. And then all of a sudden I get distracted, and I really need to be more mindful of that. My mom has gotten to where she just lets the reels go on her phone, and some of them are less than pleasant, and she doesn't realize it because she can't hear. Like, Mom, you can't be listening to that. All right, I'm using garden sage in the cottage color.
It's really good. It's really fun. Be like, just go shut the door to Grandma's room, okay?
Don't listen to what Grandma's listening to. I probably should paint the bottom of this, but I don't want to flip this over because I'm worried that it's going to get dirty.
All right, I'm going to go wash this real fast so I don't have to dirty 2 brushes just to paint these feet.
Okay. You see, we're getting there. This really isn't going to take that long. I'll just heat on this. We're making trays with this much subscription papers. So our kids can use their phones in between classes and at lunch period. They just can't use them in class.
Yep.
I typically don't really bother my kids while they're at school. I'll text them, but nothing. If it's urgent, I would just call the school. I do need to put, you guys saw me distress the edge of this paper. I do need to put another top coat on the top of this because when you distress the edges, sometimes it'll pull up the edge. So you just want to make sure those edges are nice and sealed down.
Well, the nice thing once our kids start driving too, like Eliza had to go to the chiropractor. She she tweaked her back in cheer the other day and just wanted to go get adjusted. And so she made her own appointment, went down there with the magic of online banking. We put the copay into her account. She paid for it. Done. I didn't even know she was going to do it until it was like time to pay up.
I knew because she talked to me about it, and I told her that was fine.
Same thing with like dentists and all the other appointments. We'll go with them if it's like medical.
Something scary.
We'll go with them for like medical stuff. But if it's just like Eliza had a physical the other day so that she could cheer, she made that appointment and just took herself. And it's super nice. Also, I feel like they turn 18 and they don't need me to like hold their hand and show them how to do like manage their bank account or figure out how to make these kinds of appointments. If they need something they already know, they just look it up and they're good to go.
Well, it's important for kids to learn how to be adults. It is crazy to me when there are 20-something-year-old children and their parents are still making their appointments for them. And I think maybe there are some people that just didn't think about it, like they didn't do it on purpose, but I've had the benefit of being the youngest daughter. And so I saw my nieces and nephews, some of which, I mean, not all of them, but some of which struggled with making appointments, talking to people, things like that.
Well, these are people that are your age.
Yeah.
A lot of times. Her nieces and nephews are her
my
age.
Yeah. And so I just, in my mind, was like, okay, when my kids are old enough to drive, if they want that like benefit, then they're old enough to make their own appointments. And it started with Harrington, with our oldest, and it's been one of the things I've been glad to do. I mess up on a lot of child rearing, things I could do better, but that we're pretty good at. It's like,
well, and then it's shocking when they do move out and they like don't need us for anything. We're like, oh, okay, I guess we'll see you for dinner on Sunday.
When you paint the Lazy Susans, do you paint the bottom? I do not. I did once because I had a customer that really wanted me to. I don't see the point of painting something that's going to be sitting on a tabletop. When you buy stuff from the store, typically the bottom is not finished.
Also, those Lazy Susans, if you paint them, sometimes it can goop them up. They got to be able to spin.
Yeah. So like these, I'm not painting the bottoms of these feet. I will sand them. But I guess it's just a personal preference.
More aggressive paper here. So right now, these are just basically like art that don't have a frame. It's just sitting here on a piece of wood. I think they're going to look a lot cooler once we put these little feet on them.
There's like paint just kind of glopped up on here, so I'm kind of like spreading it out. But they're going to need another coat on these feet.
So you could cut beforehand and fit these perfectly to size, but I find that I always miss a little bit when I do that, and I still either have to come back or I don't get it just perfectly on the piece, and now I've got like a little edge somewhere on it that's not sitting straight. All right.
Did you say that's why you don't cut it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I sometimes will cut stuff and then I'm like, oh shoot, that's short. Okay. Terry says, I still make my husband's appointments and my 22-year-old son. Well, I sometimes make Zeb's appointments. I made his appointment for his I make appointments for things he doesn't want to do. Like his dermatology appointment, I wanted to make sure he didn't have skin cancer because he's very fair-skinned and they have a history of skin cancer in his family. So we both got checked out. We're both fine. He was whining about 2 months ago that he like had a crick or whatever in his back. And I was like, rather than listen to it, I'll just call and make his appointment. But
Well,
that's not because he expects me to do it.
I
It's
don't
just
go
because
in if you don't make an appointment a lot of times.
It's because I do it. I feel like that's different. If he expected me to make his appointment, nothing doing. And he does a lot of things for me. It's like a give and take, so that's different. Kids, maybe you have kids that do, but like kids don't typically do a lot of things for their parents unless they're asked. So I feel like it's good for them to figure out how to do stuff. Renee says, I watched a podcast on critical thinking. You would be amazed. Yes, critical thinking is important. Eliza is one of our kids who sometimes likes to pretend like she doesn't know how to do things, but then she does. Harrington is very independent, so
he's the oldest. He didn't need us from about age 8.
He didn't even want. No. That's red, barn red.
Oh, this one. You're right. I had the right paint on here too.
Not that I'm micromanaging, but
no, it's fine.
It's the wrong color.
I'm messing up the program.
Harrington didn't even want anything for his birthday, and I'm trying to let him be an adult.
He was like very adamant about it. He's like, "We got an apartment. I got all my own stuff that I want. I don't need anything. Don't send me stuff that I'm just gonna throw away."
It's like, fine, I'll buy myself a treat because I'm the one who gave birth to you. Oh, awesome, Sherry. I'm glad you joined the paper subscription.
I mean, right now, Harrington currently has 2 jobs.
He does. Oh, what's the other job?
He's doing event managing at a hotel.
Oh, I didn't know that. Event managing?
Yep.
What does that entail?
Mostly he's setting up and...
Yeah, it's like setting up tables, grunt
yeah.
labor, and he's a chimney sweep.
Yeah,
I know I should complain to them about it, but if I don't do it, they run out of meds and I need to make them do it themselves. Yeah. Actually, I do need, and sometimes Deb will make my appointments because we see the same doctor for hormone and thyroid. So we always
just go in together.
Yeah, we just do it together. It's easy. Because here's the thing. If he has an appointment and I don't, or I have an appointment and he doesn't, then a lot of times we're kind of at an impasse because most of the things we do together, like for work.
I'm like, hey, I need you to come finish this clip you were in for the video.
So, yeah, it just makes sense if we're both occupied at the same time. So the only thing we don't do together is dentist, which is kind of annoying because I somehow got on the little boy rotation and he got the girls who are easier to handle.
And definitely they're driving themselves now, right? So it still falls under that.
Yesterday they were fighting over which chair they got. Ironically, Caitlin was at the dentist with her boys yesterday too. They were fighting over who got the comfy seat, who got to get their teeth cleaned first, which bag they got. Jack was upset because Redrick did not get his tokens and he wanted some
Redrick
stuff.
wasn't going to use his tokens, so Jack wanted Redrick's tokens, and Redrick didn't get any tokens because he's like, I don't want anything.
Our dentist gives tokens when you're done and if you have no cavities and stuff. And so Jack wanted his random junk out of the token machine. It was a whole situation. I'm in there trying to get my teeth cleaned, which apparently takes the longest because they were done way before me.
Well, you have braces.
So does Redrick.
They got to dodge your braces.
Although they did tell me that I do an exceptional job keeping them clean. I'm like, well, I brush my teeth like 4 times a day because there's like food in them. So yeah, and I have a water pick.
What's the verdict on that? Like, are you going to have to go through the end of the year with those braces? That'll be a whole year on. He said it would take about a year.
Me?
December's a year, right?
I don't know. Caitlin said she wanted to get one of the regular appointments done before school, and they had no cavities there either. Awesome. Mine just happened to, I had it scheduled for when we went to Wyoming, so I had to reschedule it, and that's just the day they could get us in. So this honey color is like almost a perfect match for the sunflower in this paper.
I'm just barely going over the edge here to get rid of that white edge.
Yeah.
You could use a bigger brush. This just happened to be the one we had out.
Sorry, I'm hyper-focused on this. I think we're going to get all 4 of these little trays done.
Maybe.
By the end of this live video. It'll be shocking. And sorry, guys, I did not make my reel of yesterday's completed projects yet. So I will get that done. I did already drop off those Crocs that Zeb got the bunnies off of, but
And we had the footed cutting board that got dropped off too.
Yeah, that's not going to be it. But I will make a short later. I think everything except for maybe 2 of the stars has sold because the rolling pin sold this morning, last night. I can't remember. Nadina says she loves the red on there. Me too. I think it's pretty and it's kind of like a little different from our regular
and
colors.
I might distress it down too. Like,
well, you could even add like dark oil wax if you wanted to.
Yeah, I might do some dark oil wax on here. The beauty of the rice paper, I think the liquid patina does help, but we really didn't have much in that mix. It's mostly final finishes. And this, now that it's dry, there's pretty much no wrinkles. There's a little bump up here, but that might be the wood underneath.
Well, if we want to, we can get the iron out and iron the paper down.
I think we're good. I don't think we need it.
I don't really care that much. It doesn't have to be perfect.
We got like 10 minutes. I got to be
10 minutes. I thought we were going to finish these on time. I was a little liar. All right.
So this needs to go outside. It's not dry. I brought it in, but it's not dry on these edges. Oh, it's... All right, let me go get this bird dried out. I might just use the heat gun. We'll use it from far away. I got one over here.
My green, oh, I just whacked myself. Good thing that was mostly cool. Anyways, my green one is probably dry out there, so we can put the feet on that one.
Okay.
And I can put more coats of paint on the feet now that the base coat is on there with them attached. It's just sometimes hard to get all the angles. You have sawdust all over your feet. No, the feet for your trays.
Oh, yeah, it's okay. I'm just going to, we'll blow it off. It's texture.
Honey is going to be a good color for fall. Honey, garden sage, red, the barn quilt, which is red. All good fall colors. I bet if you mixed provincial and honey, you could probably make a decent, like, moody orange. We should try that. Last night, I actually made dinner, and the kids were in a mood. Oh, man.
Oh, that reminds me. I'm probably going to eat that for brunch.
I made shepherd's pie. I'm making chicken and rice for dinner. I'm going to try, now that they're back in school, to not have the free and loose summer, make whatever you want dinners. It's hard because
they eat at all different times. They're not home a lot of the day. They're off running around with friends doing stuff.
I'm just going to make it, and then they can eat it, or they can eat it. They can heat it up. They can eat leftovers. It'll be fine. But I am going to require other people to cook. I'm not making every meal myself. So I might start having the kids take a day, and
they can all cook. They're pretty good at making whatever they want to eat.
This week I'm going to do it, but next week I might put Redrick on Thursdays because are you going to the lake on Thursday? Is that this week?
No, it's in September.
Oh, okay.
This week is off. We didn't do any youth activities at church because of the back to school.
Can I get everybody get back in the swing of things? That's smart.
And then next week we have the Bishop's back to school barbecue with all the youth.
Oh, okay.
So it's
Redrick's only day off from football during the week is Thursday, and I can't remember what day Jack is going to get off. Because they only are allowed to have 3 days of practice, and then they can do like film or a walkthrough on a day, and then their games are on Saturday. So they get 1 day with no. It would be really great if we got Thursdays off. Maybe I can recommend that since I'm the team mom. They're like, I would like to have Thursdays off, people. Because I can just use the heat gun, and then I'll go grab the other one. You can put the feet on all these.
You're painting the bottom side of yours too? Okay, I'll paint mine.
Oh, you had breakfast this morning. That sounds delightful. My breakfast is in this metal can I've been drinking, and it's really not doing the trick. But next day, shepherd's pie is always delicious. So. Vicki says she's doing barbecue ribs and butter noodles tonight. That's yummy. I found a recipe on Pinterest, and it's just a chicken and rice with cheese. It's like a cheesy chicken and rice. The gravy has Parmesan and cheddar in it. Sounded good. And to be honest, I will probably pull the rest, like pull it all together and put it in the fridge and do it earlier in the day, because if I wait till 6, I'm usually too tired to care.
Well, and we're running kids around to practices.
Well, maybe I'll do it after we drop Jack off. So we have a little bit of we drop Jack off at 6:30, and we don't have to be doing team dinner for Redrick. So he won't even be eating what I'm making tonight because he has team dinner, but we don't have to do that to 7:30.
Oh, that's at 7:30.
Last night, my friend Angela came over. It was like 7:30 at night. We still had everything out from the Paint-A-Palooza because Zeb didn't clean it up. He was upstairs designing papers.
We were still working on stuff.
We were still working. I was working on some stencils that we have coming up. And those were all the samples were all over the floor. That, mind you, we still have. That's why I like to get the thrift haul picked up, because we, in addition to that, have the thrift haul all over the dining table. I'm just cooking because I needed to get dinner in the oven, and then I cleaned up. And she's like, "How can you cook amongst all this?" I'm like, "Sometimes you have to ignore the mess, make dinner, then clean up the mess while dinner's in the oven." And that's what I did last night. Vicky says she's having a turkey croissant with cucumbers for lunch.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yesterday, I had a half a ham and cheese sandwich, and then jardiniere, which is like pickled cucumbers, carrots, and jalapenos. I know it sounds weird, but it's really tasty. That was my side dish. Oops. I got some paint where I didn't want it. Well, that's all right. Just adds to it.
You think that one outside's ready for me to put?
I got a little of the honey on there, but it's fine. I got it off of the leaf. The ones out there is dry, probably. This is ready for feet. You could also not put feet on them and literally just do art like this and hang them on the wall with the painted sides. They look so good. This one does have a big crease right down the middle.
You can get the iron out if you want. Let me put feet on it real quick.
I'll do it later. So this has one crease. Is this one ready or that one? Yeah, this one's ready for feet. This one's ready for feet. I don't know if the feet are dry, but.
Oh, you had some yellow.
Yeah, I know. I totally mentioned that. Showed them, sanded it. It's fine. Make sure it's not. You don't have paint on there.
I don't.
Okay, these feet are ready. They're still wet a little bit, but I'm gonna put another coat on them anyways.
Okay.
And then this is ready. So after hours, we're done. I'm going to take an iron and iron this
Reasons crease. The stuff doesn't get picked up because we're still doing projects.
I'll iron it. Well, actually, I need to put more top coat on there. So maybe I'll do that first. See, this edge is kind of peeking up here because I
know you guys have been waiting for this moment here when we finally get the feet on. And that's going to make the whole thing.
It's going to change everything, huh?
I think so.
Yeah, we eat late because that's when the kids get home. Like Jack didn't get home and showered till like 8:40. All right, I put another coat of sealer on this. I'll just heat gun it. When are you gonna start crafting in your new craft room?
Oh, we haven't finished it. It's still sitting. We did a bunch of work on it. We're going like crazy. And then other things took precedence, and we have not been back to it. Like we got the drawers and the desks and everything that need put together. I haven't assembled those. We went and bought them.
Zeb went and bought them because he was determined to get it done.
I was like really wanting to get it done.
To finish because this is working.
I think what really happened is Odelia came home and we had to kind of pivot what we were doing. Because her room was empty and we were going to do some other stuff with her room, and then that didn't work out because she's back in it. Maybe
winter time, we'll see. We have a lot of summer projects. Zeb really wants to get a greenhouse built before fall, which I think
it's pretty lofty.
Probably could get
That's
it
feeling
started.
pretty lofty, but I think if we can get the roof on
next
it.
week, maybe.
Yeah.
But we got to do some prep. Like we got to get rid of big chickens, move the little chickens, and then we can get started building. You're totally welcome, Found and Redesigned. She said, thanks for answering her questions on the Lazy Susan. One of the things I do make sure, though, if I'm not painting underneath, is that like it's not messy under the edge. So if that's messy, then I would like sand under the edge to fix that. But ooh, Cindy's having butter beans and cornbread. It's delicious. When it cools off, I like to do beans and cornbread.
Still hot during the day, but we are getting pretty cool at night. Like it was in the 50s again last night.
Do we have an iron under here?
It froze in the mountains.
Does anybody else just store their iron with their craft stuff? Because we don't iron our clothes. We have a steamer.
We steam our clothes.
I do iron my table runner, but my table runner's in the kitchen, so. Never put any water in your iron if you're going to steam or you're going to iron your decoupage paper.
Oh, that turned out really cool.
All right. I am going to probably put another coat of paint around the edge, lightly distress that. And
it needs a distress. It might even need some dark oil wax or something.
And whoever orders this, just know there's a little yellow paint on the top that I think is fine because it's got an antique looking background. All right. You want to put feet on one of yours?
Yep.
So I've got to.
Oh, I didn't paint this yet.
Oh.
It'll be fine. I can come back in with feet on. Oh, these ones are backwards. I did them before I started.
This one, mine's got paint on the bottom if you want to do this one. Is there a temperature that the IOD's transfers need to not go above or below? I don't know. I wouldn't let them get freezing or like super hot temperatures. I would store your transfers in your house under a bed somewhere. All right, that's just the way it is. I'm gonna leave it alone. Sometimes once you let it cool all the way, then it like sucks it down the rest of the way. So I'm gonna leave it alone. It's not that deep.
This one's in there backwards, so it doesn't want to run down on its own good.
I don't know if everybody's gonna love all the florals that we did this month, but they make me very happy. Can I please answer you? Debbie, what did you ask? Sorry, there's 600 people here between Facebook and YouTube, so some things scroll past. However, if I don't answer you, you can always email info@jamarievintage.com because occasionally I'm painting and my comments are over here and I don't see them. They're not in front of us.
And they scroll by very fast because we have Facebook and YouTube comments going all together over here on our end.
Ramona says, have you seen I haven't seen it live for a while. I did some transfers and didn't get my wood wiped off. I decided since I already ruined the transfer, I tried to clean off with alcohol. It worked great. That's awesome. Oh, she asked what we're doing. We are making trays. So we decoupaged the papers from our newest paper subscription, and then we painted the bottoms and put knobs for feet and made little trays risers. These are all made with scraps. So these are all scraps from our most recent project, which was, well, Zeb's project. I was out of town, which was our closet redo. Oh, you painted the bottom of your feet. I guess I'll have to up my game too.
I just was painting the whole thing. It was easier than trying to be neat.
Oh, and I was ironing the paper to like get it to stick down. I still have a crease in this one. It may just be my Achilles heel. But also, once it cools all the way, it may just dry flat too. Because this one sucked perfectly flat.
So little feet. This one's got a couple wrinkles too. This one has no wrinkles.
All right. Do we want to show them the rest of the feet or just show them our projects and then we can put the feet on?
Yeah, they get the idea.
Okay. You guys get the idea what we're doing here. They're all going to get their little feet and we're going to have all these little trays. I will get these listed at jamarievintage.com probably within the hour because we're pretty close to being done.
Yeah, I just need to put
and if
more
you
feet
need
on.
any paint and products, visit JamieRayVintage.com. And if you want to sign up for these papers, you have until the 12th of September to get these 4 papers with the paper subscription. And if I miss any questions, please email info@JamieRayVintage.com. And if you like this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Jamie Ray Vintage for more
DIY
and thrifting. We'll see you guys on the next episode.